Hi, we're Beau and Brandy, and over the last 9 months, we've been doing a lot of repairs to our boat Surshot.
Hopefully,
Yeah, kinda glad we pulled that. We're now in Puerto Rico testing out all the repairs before we make a very long jump to Guatemala. Just when we thought everything was working perfectly, we found one very important part of our boat is broken.
that motor is shot, my friends.
This 1,300 nautical mile sail that we have ahead of us is about to get way more difficult if we can't get this fixed. Wish us luck.
All right, I'm attempting to diagnose this little motor for the Autopilot. I just want to make sure that we're not gonna spend a bunch of time and money trying to replace it when it doesn't need to be replaced. I kind of cleaned it up. It looks like we might just have a bad electrical connection. I measured the resistance on it. It didn't seem too bad. There's probably not a short in there, so I'm just gonna hook up power to it. Oh yeah. It's working. Well, maybe it's just a bad connection between the controller and the motor. So in the past, I've had problems with this little connector here. This guy goes up and pushes on this connector, which these two brass terminals go inside the two holes here. And then it's all supposed to lock into place, but it hasn't been the best. So that must be where I'm getting bad connection. I just saw all that rust while we were sailing and I was like, oh, that's probably the issue. Somehow I need to get a better connector right there because it's all working. When I turn it to auto, it's trying to keep up, maintain position. At least it works. It's just now, how do I keep this waterproof? Had to get a little creative, but I got it all to work. So it is on and it is running. Well, after doing all that work, turns out this thing is all rusted up on the inside. The motor's turning and working, but this is all seized up, so it's not working.
We'd like to thank this week's sponsor, Skillshare. Have you ever wanted to learn something new? How about an online vocal training class? Or maybe something completely new, like knitting.
Or you're finally ready to learn to tackle that romance novel you've been putting off.
He looked out across the vast ocean, his hair blowing in the wind. He looked across the vast ocean, his bald head sparkling in the sun.
Whatever you're looking to explore, Skillshare has you covered. Being an online learning community with thousands of classes for you to tune into, sharpen your skills, and learn something new. Skillshare makes it super easy to learn from anywhere, even floating in the ocean.
Since I've taken over editing our videos, I wanted to learn more about Premiere Pro. So recently I've been taking Daniel Scott's advanced training. With 143 lessons, I have learned more about color correction, audio correction, and a ton of shortcuts that help me so much with my editing. So if you're looking to brush up on a skill or learn something completely new, be sure to give Skillshare a go.
And the first 1,000 people to click on the link in our description below will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare.
All right, folks, we have a situation. Beau is hungry.
Starving.
We have a jar of pickles,
Peanut butter.
and some Parmesan cheese. So today's mission is to locate a humongous lobster that we found the other day when we had our friends on board. It's gonna be a quick little sail over to the island of
Icosis? What's his
name here.
Yeah.
We know where he's located.
But
So,
he can
he's
really,
gonna be dinner.
yeah, he can
He's gonna
really dig deep. So hopefully we don't starve to death.
Bring up that anchor. I'm gonna turn on the bowless. All right, I just gotta turn on the bowless.
Oh, it's stuck.
Oh, it's stuck. So they're really bad windlass. The bowless version, I don't recommend it.
Needs
Go.
fuel. Needs lobster fuel.
We need to upgrade.
Yeah, as tight as you can. And then loosen the topping lip.
Oh, it's a Pearson 36.
Old one, huh?
Oh, little Pearson.
It's a gorgeous day. It's also the weekend. Everybody and their mother is out right now. And there are a lot of power boats here. And we're just like watching them all zoom around and just thinking about how much money they're spending in diesel or gas or whatever. It's just,
We do love our sails, but hey, that guy's gonna get there quicker than us, and perhaps he will get our lobster.
if we weren't towing that guy, I feel like we'd probably add another knot to our speed. But when we do tow it, we try to tow it with 2 lines just in case one breaks, or someone, not naming names or anything, doesn't tie it properly. It just floats away. Like
that one time.
Like that
in
one
Beck
time.
Bay.
Yeah, that one time. Well, our dinghy wanted to go for a stroll, so it decided to pop off. It locked into place, but we have a new line on it, so it's probably slippery.
Ready for some lobster. Oh man, I hope we get some. I feel like there should be this secret wave between sailboaters where, you know, like the motorcyclists, they like put their hand down.
You mean like this? They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo?
They're not on the Sailor Cruiser memo.
You think those are going to the dive spot? All 40 of them. Sometimes you have an acreage all to yourself. Sometimes
You're partying with everybody.
all of Puerto Rico.
Well, at least the cool ones.
Love it. We just met a gentleman from over here that came over on his surfboard or his paddleboard. So that's Pearson. Pearson's popular here, huh?
Yeah, Pearson 28.
Yeah. Woohoo! Let's get in.
luck with Mr. Lobster.
Mission failed.
So we are gonna tuck our tails between our legs and go back to our anchorage.
And probably eat at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Unless you want pickled peanut butter parmesans.
Might be good. Maybe pickles and parmesan and then peanut butter for dessert? That might work. So I was able to finally get these super rusty bolts off of this gear head. And thankfully the heads didn't break off. I was able to actually use some vice grips and get them off. But it turns out this gear head's all seized up because after digging into some of the gears, there is a crap load of salt just binding up the gears in here. So hopefully once I get that all cleaned up, I'll unseize this and we'll be back in business. Wilson is hopefully will be resurrected from the dead. Hopefully. Look at all this salt. Corrosion salt. I think it's just straight up salt. So that's a first. The grease inside here that allows this shaft to rotate, it literally hardened like JB Weld. Brandy. So I had to like sit here with a torch and torch it for, I don't know, a good minute at least. And then Brandy and I tried to we had to just pound it out, but eventually got it out. It looks like this is a graphite sleeve of some sort. And then salt got in between the sleeve and the shaft and just bound it up. So I'm just cleaning this sleeve up and we're gonna repack it with grease. Put her all back together and put him all back together and hope for the best. I think we might get this resolved.
How's the surgery going?
I don't know. I think it's going okay.
The family is outside waiting, the waiting room, waiting to hear how Wilson is doing.
Nurse, I need the hammer. Stat!
Here you go, doctor.
Oh, lost a heartbeat! Screwing up my pants.
Oh no. Anybody else want to be a part of Beau's surgery room?
I'm sure this is not far off from what really actually happens in the surgery room.
I can't even see what you're doing.
Alright, it's spinning.
I mean, that wasn't even budging before. Not at all.
I'm just wondering if I should pack more grease in there. I think this will be fine. I think this will last the rest of Wilson's life with us. Thing of beauty. Yeah. Man, you can really get this thing going.
Oh, sweet, sweet Autopilot. No hand steering, please.
Come on, Wilson.
Although he really doesn't like doing downwind, but maybe this will help.
Hey, maybe we made it way better.
I mean, it's definitely not way worse.
Way worse is in the trash. That's way worse. Man. Last thing to do, turn them on and hope he works.
Come on, Wilson. Moment of truth.
No.
Wait, what? How would he even...
would move.
Oh. No! Did you test the power and stuff?
Yeah, the motor was working earlier.
Okay, we found the problem.
That's not gonna work. Clearly.
Yikes. Here we go again. Whoa!
It's working.
Working?
Yeah.
Woo!
Work, Wilson, work! Yeah. Get it, buddy.
Oh my gosh. That's so good, love. Good job, Lovey.
Not bad.
So gross.
It's like a sweet and salty.
So gross. Oh, did you just fart? God, it smells like it.
Off of this gear head. This gear head is actually what seized up.
Love, stop moving it around. I can't get it if you're moving it all around.
Was I?
Yep.
Sorry. This one isn't that
Stop
bad.
moving it around.
I'm not. You are. You're moving. I guess the last thing to do is turn her on and
Him.
turn him on. Nurse, I need the hammer and something to pound.
No.
Mama. 1 month free trial.
You're looking out at the ocean. You have hair. And you're looking out at the ocean.
Really, you could hear it like weeping.
Trying.
Yeah, it was like a weak little boy trying to like lift 1,000 pounds, you know. I guess anybody trying to lift 1,000 pounds.
That's a weird analogy.
It is, don't use that. Cut!